You really want to know? I was jobless. So the business started feeding itself until a point where they're just like, we can't supply you anymore.
Meet Tanatswa Masangomai, founder of Ivai Organic Skincare, a beauty brand that is winning over consumers both in Zimbabwe and beyond its borders. With its natural formulas and hero products such as the Ivai Organic Shea Butter and African Black Soap. After losing her job at the peak of the pandemic, Tanatswa realized that she needed a boost to recover from the difficult experience. It is at this point that she decided to launch her own skincare range called Ivai. Ivai has garnered a loyal and thriving customer base because of its message-driven branding strategy that is not only inspiring but igniting confidence in both women and men. Tanatswa used only $70 to launch Ivai Organic Skincare, proving once again that you don't need thousands of dollars to start a business. This is Smart Hustles, a series where we go deep into the stories behind some of the most inspiring startups and side hustles, helping thousands of people to succeed in business. I hope that this series will help you to better understand what it's really like to start and run a business so that you too can take your own business strategy to the next level. Just a quick note, my audio in this video let me down really bad. I hope that you'll still be able to find this video valuable. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything new. That said, it's time to hear from the budding moguls, innovators and achievers and the business empires they are building. Thank you, Tanatswa Masangomai, for coming here and sharing your story.
Hi. So tell me about Ivai. How did it all begin?
To be honest, when I try and explain to people, it sounds too simple that I feel like I need to have like this grand story of struggle until I got to that space where I was like, this is it. But to be honest with you, I've always been passionate about skincare, especially organic skincare, because I've got combination skin, a bit dry and a bit oily. And I had pimples at some point because I had a reaction. And I found that African black soap really worked well for me, and shea butter and all the others like skincare products that are part of the range. And I've always been passionate about it. Like I like giving people service and products that they are proud of, packaged in a way that they are proud of as well. So I was sleeping one day, I woke up, I was thinking, it was during COVID time. I was like, and I need to do something for myself. I'm stagnant. Nothing is moving in my life at this point. I love this, but I don't know where to start. I guess you attract what you desire in a sense. So I kind of saw other people who were doing somewhat similar things, and I resonated with it, and then I started running around looking for designs on how to go about it. As for the name, it was easy because my brother had just had a daughter and my mother had named her Ivai. And I was so happy and so glad that I finally have a little sister, because Satiete, I grew up in a family as the only girl, and I'm the youngest of all the boys that are there. Well, not to say that I'm a boy, I'm a girl, of course. But I'm the youngest, I'm the only girl. So I was so happy that, there's finally, I've got now, my other brother also has a daughter now. I've got two younger sisters, and the name Ivai, I loved it. I was like, yeah, I need to dedicate this to her. I even wrote it down on my social media when I launched the product, and I said it's a dedication to her because I want her to grow up as a confident woman who understands herself, who's free to be regardless of whoever says what, as long as she's just free to be who she wants to be. That's what Ivai represents.
When you first started, like how much did you initially invest?
You really want to know?
I want to know.
To be honest, I think it was around $70.
What?
That's all the money. I swear to God, I had $70 in my name at the time. I had no money. But I lost my job during COVID, right? I was working as a marketing manager for microfinance. And then COVID hits, I was jobless. I was back to square one. And I've always been passionate about skincare and bathing and body products, all that.
How did you raise funding? Did you come up with a group? Did you approach family and friends?
I didn't borrow anything from anyone. I think that I used the $70 for getting in the product that I wanted, because this is West African product. So getting in the product, and in terms of the marketing, I used my platform. Being someone who also does part-time modeling, I know a lot of photographers. So I spoke to different photographers, asking them about product shoots and how much they would charge me for those product shoots. And as for the models that I used on the page, those are my friends. Right? So I basically just gave them like free product. Did I give them? because they might be looking at this and thinking, "Girl, you didn't give us nothing." No, no, but I gave them free product and a thank you, of course, because they were really there to help me. And when I launched it, it was much easier because a lot of people were waiting for me to do something, I guess, and they were prepared to jump on it. Okay. So once I started selling, I had more money to start to continue. So the business started feeding itself, basically.
Okay. So what challenges did you experience at the beginning of the journey?
The beginning, I would say my suppliers. You'd find that some people are unreliable. You'd have had an agreement and you're expecting a product to come in. Because I remember that I had a dry spell around January when they were saying that the shipment was held up somewhere, until a point where they're just like, "We can't supply you anymore." Like, excuse me, I'm waiting, And now I have to change suppliers and look for other people. And yeah, that was a huge challenge because I couldn't find something that was suitable for what I had, the vision that I had.
So how are you managing failure? Because obviously as an entrepreneur, you're going to experience and you have wins and you also have failures.
The biggest hurdle that I've faced is having to rebrand from what I had originally started with. To me, I kind of take it as a challenge to think of ways to continue still selling something, regardless of maybe not having what I initially started with. So there's always the repackaging, the thinking of what's the best way to attract clients without completely shifting the look of the brand. When I started the business, I wasn't mobile, and I needed to be mobile because I'm still an online store in order to get the product to my clients, especially in and around Harare. I had to sacrifice all the money that I was making from it. I was saving and putting it aside, and I had to forgo, like, you know how it is, you forgo your nails, you forgo your skincare, you forgo this whole stuff because you've got to go. I managed to get the car, which has helped me to increase my sales because I can now reach my clients better. So yes, there was like, I remember this time I came from mom because you know how it is, end of the month, you have to contribute to stuff and help around the house. So I was like, "Mama, look, I need to do A, B, C, and D in order for this to work. You're going to need to hold back a little bit on expecting certain things. We can agree on what I can get that will not deter the budget. But this is what I'll be able to do for this couple of months until I'm able to reach my goal." That would also help towards the business.
Which of your business goals that you've achieved so far that you're most proud of?
I'm proud of the first sale that I made, that I was able to pretty much finish the whole consignment that I had at the time within a week and a half. Wow. And I had to reorder. Yeah, people were very supportive. People were very happy. Some were buying for the sake of, it's me, they know me. But then they actually got to use it and they realized it works, and now they're return clients.
So can you outline your typical day as the founder and CEO of Ivai?
Yeah, I've never put restrictions on clients on time to message me. So most of the times I'm like on the go, on my phone. I don't know how. I'm still young. I'm still new to it, so I have the energy to do that. So when they message me, doesn't matter what time it is, I'm responsive. I normally schedule my orders from my deliveries, rather from 10 to about 3 in the afternoon. So that'll be work for me.
And how many hours a day would you say you work?
It depends on the day. It depends on the sales that I'm making, but I would say on average 4 to 5.
That's very comfortable. God, I want
I mean, this is a physical product. I'm not having to. Yeah. I'm not having to create.
Okay, as they know, admin work that you do, the accounting stuff that goes behind
all the accounting, including all that. I'll then include an hour to see how many sales I've done in a day, and then put the money aside. So let's just say 6 hours. I'm always on the. I've never actually tallied the time because I'm always on the go. It's always something comes up, a message pops in, I have to respond to that. I have to cater to this and that regarding the business, especially when clients message, and then I package the stuff. And yeah.
What have you enjoyed the most about starting your own business?
The freedom. I feel like I finally own something and not having to ask. I don't know if that makes sense. It's the freedom of, I guess you can say, independence. You know that something is coming in. You know that there's always a fallback with the business. Regardless of challenges, you know that once you re-strategize and get over a certain hurdle, there's that sustenance. And it has been able to sustain me at my age and what I need.
You find it more fulfilling than working a 9 to 5?
I do. though I do work a 9 to 5, which I started recently, but it's not because the business was not catering to me, but it's because I've got the energy. Why not? So why not?
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. All right. Knowing what
Yeah.
you know now, what would you do differently?
I would have introduced more products, because what I did was I started off with a few products so that I can manage it. But I'm feeling I'm at a stage where I need to expand. And I think I should have challenged myself a bit more when I started.
So, what do you think are the 3 habits that you put in place so far to help you manage your business better?
Always keeping account of my sales, always making sure that when the product reaches the client, it's in good condition. 3, being kind to my clients. I think the responsiveness and being reliable has helped me retain certain people that keep coming back to the business. Well, some people that do not come just to buy the product, they also buying you because they believe in you. Someone else is doing the same thing. I'm sure I have competition. They may not go to that particular person because they don't make them feel good about buying from them.
Are you now shipping internationally?
Yes and no. Do a bit small scale, but then I can get a product to someone. I know someone who's expecting it in the US, but I can do it through other people. There's always a way.
These are all my questions.
All right, thank you.
Did you feel
This
like
was fun.
you-
Sorry?
Did you feel like you're under fire?
A little bit, yeah. It was burning in here. You
No,
see?
thank you so
Yeah.
much. I'm very excited about Ivai. All the best.
All right.
Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Bye.